Hello, and welcome to another episode of Something Something Chat Show with Tom Jr. Jackson presents after the show review episode 10 of Andor, Star Wars Andor, episode 10. So let's go right to the beginning here and say that be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Lets me know that you care and also helps my channel grow in the marketplace or the YouTube sphere, I guess you would call it, marketplace. Check out the channels that are listed below in the description box. Check out the postgeeksingularity.com. Check out that website, but also check out the Post Geek Singularity YouTube channel. That's right, the Post Geek Singularity YouTube channel, where it's hosted by Robert Marbinet, a director, an editor, producer. He's done such work as special features for the Lord of the Rings extended editions, the first two films, The Fellowship and Two Towers, and special features for just released from Kino Lorber, my friends. Kino Lorber, The Usual Suspects, the special features on that Blu-ray on the 4K have never been released on Blu-ray for the past, I don't know, 20 years. I had never seen it. They had not been seen on a physical media disc in over 20 years, 20-something years. Robert Marbinet and his Midnight Metal, another show on the Post Geek Singularity YouTube channel, his Midnight Metal co-host Dave Parker both worked on the special features for The Usual Suspects. So go to Amazon, go to Kino Lorber, anywhere you want to go, and get The Usual Suspects just for those special features. And then find Robert Marbinet on the Twitter and tell him you heard about it from me. And as a matter of fact, if you sign up for his channel, which is only 99 cents a month, for as low as 99 cents a month, you can become a member of the Post Geek Singularity. And also, you will be able, and this is mind-blowing, every other week, he does a Zoom members only Zoom call where that's right, you can sign up and you get to talk for about 10 minutes or so with Rob about anything about his career in directing, free enterprise, to working with William Shatner, to working with Eric McCormick, working with Phil Lamar, to working on the Lord of the Rings special features, to working on The Usual Suspects, to working on the special features for Superman Returns. He worked on those. He worked on the special features for The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe as well. He's got stories that you could not imagine. He's a really great guy. He's worked in Hollywood for over 30 plus years. So, you get to do that. And the members only Zoom calls go for about, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes, because Rob likes talking to you. And also, he's got many, many shows on his channel, such as Midnight Metal, as I mentioned before, Midnight Musings, Let's Get Physical Media, Whining About Movies, Fully Articulated, a new show called Latin X-Men, which is 97% Spanish. And that's every other Saturday as well, but not it's the same day as the members only Zoom call. And a show called Ladies of the PGS, which is hosted by RM, his Midnight Musings co-host. And RM does the show they talk about embracing masculinity on the show. She talks about sci-fi, horror, sex, Marvel, DC, pop culture, anything and more for you live every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, only on the Post Geek Singularity channel. And if that's not enough, you go, well, is there anything else RM does? Well, yes, there is. She's got her own YouTube channel called Positive Fandom. Check out the Positive Fandom YouTube channel. And if you enjoy the content that she brings to you, which is every Sunday morning, live, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, she brings to you live from her top secret location, the Sunday Brunch Live. And I should know this because I am her friend. She is my friend as well. I say that like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. She's my good friend. I'm her co-collaborator on the channel as well. I help her out. And if you check out some of her shows, I do some of the thumbnails for them. I'm also the moderator for not only her channel, but also the Post Geek Singularity channel. I am one of the moderators on the Post Geek Singularity channel, but I am her moderator on Positive Fandom. And every Sunday morning when she does her show live, which is about parlaying all the pop culture that's fit to print and parlay into one show with her co-host Russell Whitfield, who's an author, which you can find his books on Amazon.com or through his website, russellwhitfield.com. I'm just to let you know, I'm not being paid by any of these channels. I am not a paid show. No, I'm not. I do it because, and I acknowledge these channels because these people that run them are my friends, and I really, really admire their the things that they do, and I admire RM because she does unboxings, she does movie reviews, television show reviews, watch-alongs out of the theater reactions and whatnot. But her Sunday morning brunch is live every Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. And if you are a creator and you have your own YouTube channel, your own Instagram feed or website or podcast or whatever, let us know in the live chat during the show, and we will promote whatever it is that you have. We like to give back. If you are a creator, we embrace that. We like to give back and share people who like to create. We like that stuff, and it's good because once you give back and you say, hey, I like this channel, you should check this out, or hey, I'm doing this, you should check this out, and you let someone know about it, that person will do the same thing back for you. So it's, you give a little, what you give is what you get, give and take, and whatever it is. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's almost 4:00 in the morning when I'm recording this. But anyways, check out those channels, and the links are down below in the description box. Now, let's get on with the show. After the show review, episode 10, Star Wars Andor, episode 10. After a full 10 minutes of me babbling, let's get on with the show. So, as we remember now, to catch up, there was a heist in Andor. He went back to his planet to see his mother. They didn't want him there. They told him he needs to leave. She wouldn't go with him. He ended up in Space Tel Aviv. Everybody thinks it's Miami Beach, but as Robert Meyer Burnett has pointed out, it is Space Tel Aviv. And so they went there, and he, excuse me, and Cassian Andor ended up getting caught. He was put into a prison. I think they said 6 months or 6 years, hard labor or whatever. So he's in prison. Then you got the Empire who's looking for him. You have Ciro, who has become Mr. There's Mr. Stalker, stalking Deirdre, or Deandra, or whatever her name is. And I do think that Cyril is not going to make it from this show. I think he is going to die. I'm going to tell you, he is creepy as all get out. You know, she's like, "Don't, are you following me?" Well, I I saw that you worked here, so I thought I'd come and wait for you because I wanted to talk to you. I know we want the same things. Yeah, because every woman is going to be like, "Oh, that's great. Thanks for following me with that one." So we got that little story going on. Then we got Mon Mothra, who has been funding her buildup of the rebellion and the rebels, and then realizes, oh, she's got 4,000 credits or whatever missing from her uh, bank account. So she gets a friend who says, I'm going to bring this guy. He's sort of a mobster, or a loan shark or whatever. He can help you. Just speak with him and see what he has to say. So we have left it where Cassian is in prison. He is building something, and one of the guys in the last episode, spoiler alert if you've not seen episode 9, but one of the guys ended up having a stroke and then died. And all this time, Andor has been asking how many guards, and the guy in charge of all the things down there, who's played brilliantly by Andy Serkis, which, by the way, I'll get to that in a minute about Andy Serkis, because I got some notes on that one. He's like, well, how many guards? I'm not going to talk about it. How many guards? And then they find out what's actually been going on. And as they're leaving, he goes, how many guards? And Andy Serkis' character says 12, or something like that. So I think we're all caught up. I think I gave you the gist of everything. In case you have not seen any of the episodes, I gave you a gist of what you could expect. I may have gotten that wrong, and if I did, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. So, Andor gets he's in prison. He's in the bathroom or something like that, or coming out of the shower or whatever, and he's telling Andy Serkis' character, "We got to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do this. We get only one chance to do this." Because of the old man who died of the stroke, they now get a new person in. And so if the new person comes in, he's coming in, they can overtake the guard. And so they're going back to their they're going back to their cells or whatever. And they're in there and they're like, what's happened? What's going on? And he's trying to tell them. No one believes him until Andy Serkis' character goes, we're not getting out of here. There's only one way out. He's telling the truth. And he explains why. And so you actually witness this epic, epic, epic breakout in the show. But meanwhile, we're cutting to Mon Mothra, who is now meeting with the mob guy, or whoever he is. And he says, I could give you the money, but you have to do this for me. And then there's something that she wasn't quite happy with. I'm not going to tell you what it is because that would be giving too much away. She was not happy with what he brought up. She was not happy with his comeback or whatever it was, his retort, his counter offer. If you do this, I want this. So we got that going on. Then we come back to Stellan Skarsgård, his character, who is they're finding out, okay, well, uh, whoever it is who wants to meet with us, the railing's gone, it's fresh or whatever, and he's like, okay, excuse me. He goes, okay, I'll go. And she's like, what if it's a trap? He goes, well, if it's a trap, it's a trap. But I'm gonna go. I've been doing this for too long, and I know that I'll never see another sunrise again if it's not worth fighting for. There's always going to be that sunrise that if I don't keep fighting for it, I'm never going to see it. And so there are little Easter eggs and little like I think that little line right there was a reference to Rogue One. That could be. I don't know. So he meets with the guy, and I think the guy they had an interesting conversation. I think the guy was trying to get out, and he was like, well, no, I need you. I need you. And the guy gives his reasons and whatnot. It's a great scene. But let's get back to this escape, okay? Because this is the highlight of this episode. By the way, we're at episode 10, okay? So that means there are 2 episodes left. All right, 2 episodes left, and then we have some year and a half of waiting for another 12 episodes for season 2. Anyway, so this escape happens. I'm not going to tell you how it's done, but because that's giving too much away. And if you know me, I don't like to give too much out. That's why some of my reviews and stuff are vague, because I'd rather you be surprised. So if you want to go to someone else's review and spoiler, go for it. Doesn't bother me, but I would rather not spoil it for someone else that's watching. So, anyways, I'm watching this, and Andy Serkis. This episode is fan-freaking-tastic. Amazing in it. Just amazing. His acting is top tier to a point. I was watching this and I wanted to yell out, give him all the awards now. Give him an Emmy, give him a Golden Globe for this role, because his acting in episode 10 of Andor is fantastic. And in a way, it almost reminded me of seeing him play Caesar for Planet of the Apes. And that role, almost like seeing that, but he was so good in this role. He was amazing, amazing. The emotion that he has in this episode. At one point, he's sort of hesitating, like he does not know what to say, and he's like being called upon to say something. And he's like, and Andor's like, you need to say something. They will listen to you, so you need to talk. And he starts talking, and Andor's like, that's all you got. Give it to them, and then you see this energy, this energy, this emotion, this anger, this pain, this pissed offness, if I can say it that way, of him. Just like it's almost like it's building up inside him and building up inside him. And once Cassian says, It's all you can do, all you can say," and he just boom lets it out. And as he lets it out, you see you can just picture it, all this anger is just being let out after God knows how long he's been in that prison. And it is a glorious scene. It's a glorious scene of watching them all escape and figuring out how to do it. And I have to say that this show gets better and better with every episode. It just does. It just makes you go, yes, that's what I want to see. And it is Star Wars, like Star Wars you'd never experienced before. It's a grown up Star Wars. It's action packed. It's all leading up to this. People say, well, it's slow. It's a slow show. I don't get, why is it slow? Because it's character building. It's world building. It's, you see, when you pace yourself, okay, when a show paces itself, the way that the show paces itself, um, you get to like the characters or you get to hate the characters, but you get to care for certain characters and certain arcs and certain ways that they behave and that they go. And the more and more and more it goes, it's like, okay, it's like I say through most of these episodes, it's like a roller coaster. So it's slow, 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 slow. Okay, we're gonna do a heist, and here comes the heist. Boom. Okay, and now we're gonna deal with the fallout from the heist. Okay, we're gonna deal with the fallout, and boom, something else happens. It's very much like a roller coaster, and it's exciting. So to say this is not your Star Wars, to say this is slow, that is your opinion if you have it, and if you don't like it, it's up to you, and it's okay. It is fine. But I'm saying, yes, it starts out slow, but there's a reason for that. It's all building up to where we are now with episode 10. And with episode 11 and 12 come in, they're probably going to be either a slower episode or a more action packed episode. So you don't know where it's going to go. We all know where, as I say a lot, we know where Cassian is going to end up. Cassian is going to end up wherever he is in Rogue One. And we know how that ends up for him. But how does he get from here to there? What is that journey? What makes him go from here to there? How does it get there? And I find that fascinating. And it's a brilliant concept for a show. You don't see shows like this anymore because people, and if you are a younger generation, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult you, but I do have to say this. A lot of people nowadays are just so used to uh, jump cuts and getting right to the action and less dialogue and all the boom, 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 and pew, 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 and all that stuff. And when you see something where it takes its time and builds up and it's world building and character building and story driven and plot building and reaching to a certain level, you're like, okay, this is taking too long. Get to where I want to see the action because this is not leaving me here. And it's justifiable, and I understand that. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. That's just how it is. But that being said, this to me was a great episode of Andor. And I can't wait to see how these next two episodes are going to turn out because when they end, when we get to that season finale, who knows where it's going to go from there. I as far as I know, there are only two seasons of Andor this season, which it represents 1 year. So this takes place 5 years before Rogue One. and the events in that. And once we get to season 2, I think every episode or every few episodes is going to represent a year leading up to the events of Rogue One. So there'll be time jumps in the next season as well. And I can't wait to see how that happens and how that works out. So I want to thank you, folks, for watching. And as always, please remember, I want you to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to my friends' channels as well. And what was I going to say? Oh, and I have playlists on this channel of different movie reviews and stuff. Yes, I know I need to do more book reviews, and that is coming soon. So I'll probably do one of those tomorrow or at some point. It's coming soon. Trust me. I got some good books I want to review. So that'll be coming soon. We got some movie reviews in the pipeline as well. Interviews are being finalized as we speak. And hopefully the person who I want to interview will actually, even though this person says he wants to do it, we can tie down that interview. But a lot of people want to come on my show and be interviewed by me, and I find that cool. But the person who I want, the first person, this is someone who I respect very much, and I really want him to be the first guest. So we'll see what happens with that. But if not, then I have to get another first guest. You know, que sera, it's okay. Not the end of the world. You know, we all have that wish of what we want, and sometimes what we want doesn't happen, and you know, other life comes in the way. You know, life is happening while you're busy making other plans. As the great John Lennon, the great John Lennon used to say. So, folks, thank you for watching, and as always, please remember, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, whether you're here, there, everywhere, in Wonderland, on Tatooine, in the Garden of Eden, in crazy Florida, or Florida, I should say, or anywhere to be exact. Sorry, I didn't mean to call it crazy Florida. There are some crazy places down there, though. Please remember, we are all goof people, meaning no one is perfect. No one, not me, not you, no one. We all make goofs in life, and that's okay. That's okay. And thank you for watching, and have a pleasant tomorrow. And please have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever it is where you are. Have a great one. Have a good one. Make it the best you can. And I will see you back next week for episode 11 of Star Wars Andor. Episode 11, after the show review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sorry for the 45 endings like the Lord of the Rings, but it's my nod to that. Bye.